Welcome to My Life on Coasters, where yesterday the Thorpe Park Resort revealed that HYPERIA, their 236-foot tall roller coaster, would feature Europe's tallest inversion. Now, this is very exciting news. They revealed this information in a blog post. I believe it was like an email. But this is really exciting because before we thought HYPERIA would only have like one of the UK's tallest inversions, or the UK's tallest. Now we know it's going to have one of the world's tallest and definitely Europe's tallest inversion. Now, as well as this, they said it will feature a world's first sort of twist element. Now, there's no name for this element yet, but I'm sure everyone watching this knows what that is, and that's this massive sort of outer banked twist. This does look really, really awesome, and it's a great thing for the park, having this world's first twist and Europe's tallest inversion. Now, as well as this, there's been a lot of updates happening on HYPERIA, as well as this tallest inversion's construction. It's not finished yet. The tallest point isn't in yet. You've got that massive 165-foot sort of twist. That's already in an inversion, so we know that it definitely is. The current tallest record holders for Europe is Hypercoaster and the Land of Legends in Turkey. Then second to that, there's like the Skyloop models, which is like a standard layout roller coaster. Now, these are all over the world, so I'm not really going to pinpoint a specific one, but the current tallest one is another Mack Hypercoaster, which is Hypercoaster at Land of Legends. I know it's a very creative name from the Land of Legends there. It's quite interesting to see how Mack seem to like doing these hypercoasters with massive inversions. I believe the tallest one on HYPERIA is going to be like a stall, or possibly like an Immelman, but it's a bit of an iffy one of whether HYPERIA has 2 or 3 inversions. I think I'll count it as 3, but some people seem to think it's only 2 inversions. It depends what you sort of count that Immelman element as you can see here. This is Icon, a Mack multi-launch coaster at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. That's got one of these Immelman twists, and that's sort of an iffy one of whether it counts as an inversion. I think it isn't a bit of an inversion, but you go over it very quickly and you sort of don't have time to notice you're upside down. With this one on HYPERIA, I believe it's actually going to provide some great hang time as it comes down that big drop. It has actually got a trim brake running into it, as you can see from these photos here. It has got a trim brake up into this element, so that's not great for ride pacing, as that's just as you come down this sort of big twisted drop, you're going to go straight into a trim brake as you're going up into the sort of first big element, which will be Europe's tallest inversion. Now, when I say Europe's tallest inversion, I'm talking about on a roller coaster, not on like a flat ride or anything. As much as they've said Europe's tallest inversion, just to clarify, that is on a roller coaster. I mean, I've ridden flat rides that have inversions at 215 feet. This is on a roller coaster. The current world record holder is Steel Kern at Kennywood Park, and I believe that inversion is just under 200 feet tall. As you can see here, it's absolutely insane looking, that one. And to think HYPERIA is going to have an inversion nearly as tall as that one is really, really cool. Now, as well as this, this is pictures that the Thorpe Park Resort have posted on their pass holder page. You can see some other construction, like the bottom of the first drop. Now, this is all we think's going in until they do the lift hill for that first drop. It's like this big it's quite a tight turn as you come down that massive twisted drop. You'll come sort of up into that Immelman as well. So it's looking really good, the construction of HYPERIA. It is quite taking a long time now. At the start, HYPERIA really did it shot up. It got really big from, in just a couple of weeks from when they started construction on it. Now, it does seem to be like there's only a couple of pieces going in a day, but it's still progressing sort of reasonably quick. And I think it's going to be completed sort of mid-February, I'm going to take a guess at, for HYPERIA, and I reckon it'll start testing sort of mid-March. That's just a guess, but with construction of it now, we're getting sort of middle of January, towards the end of it. I don't think it's going to be complete this month. I do think it's going to be mid-February before we see it complete. You've got that outer bank out of the station to do, the entire lift hill, most of the drop, the top of the Immelman and the dive loop. So there is quite a lot of work to do on it still. But yeah, I suppose it isn't loads. You've got the lift hill drop and the 2 elements I just mentioned. And then once that's done, the track will be complete. Yeah, as for when HYPERIA will open, I don't think it's going to be too early in the season. I know some rumours have been going about that it could be the 24th of March, which is Thorpe Park Resort's opening day. Quick sidetrack, that the opening day is on a Sunday this year, which is actually really interesting. Now, I did sort of think at first HYPERIA could open on this date, because if we look at things like the World of Jumanji, that opened on a Monday. Thorpe Park changing opening day to a Sunday, normally it would take place on a Friday. It has done for, well, as long as I can think back to. Yeah, so I do think it's going to be quite late in the season, but have Thorpe Park possibly done this opening day as early as it is for HYPERIA? Maybe it would be like a press day on Friday, like a pass holder preview day on the Saturday, then it opens to the public on the Sunday. As much as I'd like it to be that, and it could well be, I just don't think HYPERIA is going up as quickly as that. I do think it's taking quite a while. If you think, even if track's finished in just a few weeks and then it starts testing, if we look at Mandrill Mayhem, that started testing mid-February and that didn't open till May the 15th, so I do think it'll be quite a long time. We can also see from some of these pictures that the shop and photo thing is going up, photo booth or sort of the exit. Now yeah, this does look like quite a small shop, but then I suppose it doesn't really need to be any bigger. But yeah, I'm hoping there'll be some great merchandise in this shop. Yeah, as for sort of theming, I don't think it's going to be massively themed. Thorpe Park sort of teased at this. But yeah, I can see some cladding going onto the side of the station, like this gold sort of shapes. Yeah, I'm not too sure on this. It sort of doesn't fit with the theme for me. So yeah, I'm not too sure on that. It does look all quite modern, but yeah, it's sort of giving me icon vibes, HYPERIA. But yeah, that's all to really talk about with it for the time being. The next update on this channel, I'm not sure when it'll be. It'll probably be when the lift hill is going up. But yeah, some exciting updates on HYPERIA. I don't think we're too far away from seeing it complete now. I think just over a month, I reckon. Yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching another HYPERIA update, and I'll see you in the next one.